What is up, everybody? Autotech Aaron here, back with another Nasty Love build video. I know it's been a while, but we're back. And you'll notice the truck is not in the garage here. That is because it is at SWAE Industries. We're gonna go over there and I will show you guys what they're all about in just a second. All right, here we are. We're at SWAE Industries and I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour. Here's the Chevy Love. We already have it up on the lift. And if you guys will notice, there's a Mclaren right there. I believe it's a 720S. I don't really know supercars, so don't quote me on that. JR Garage's Gran Torino, and a couple other cool vehicles here, but we're gonna go into the other room and show you guys the coolest vehicles. All right, here we go. Have an Urus right here, some Huracans, some pretty fancy stuff, so it's pretty crazy to be in this facility right now. They're letting us use the facility. We're actually partnering with SWAE to do like a brand partnership, and I'm pretty excited. They're helping us, we're helping them. And we're gonna get this Chevy Love all finished up for you guys. They're doing some pretty cool stuff here. They're doing screen printing for their luxury brand. They have giant 3D printers, which you guys will see in later videos. We're gonna be using that giant 3D printer to print some parts for the Chevy Love. They've already got some designs in the process. So we're gonna go check out that printer and I'll show you guys what they're doing right now. So this is their 3D printing area here right now. We're allowed to record in here for right now. They can print all sorts of stuff. This is like, I guess like an aluminum powder printed item. They can print just about anything that you want. This stuff is cool, but the coolest printer, in my personal opinion, is this one over here. Just look at how gigantic this thing is. I didn't even know they made 3D printers this big, but we've got some big plans. We're hoping to design and print a front bumper for the Love. I wasn't sure how I was gonna be able to design that anyways, so this will help out a lot. Right now they're actually working on 3D printing like a full life-size scale motorcycle, and that's pretty cool. So hopefully this will all work out and we'll get some parts printed for the Love, and yeah, it'll take a lot of sweat off my back. So they are a super awesome company, guys. Be sure to check them out. I will tag them down in the description below. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get to working on the Chevy Love. We got to get that thing lifted up, get the oil drained, and get that oil pan off. So we're just checking out this oil leak here. It's obviously been leaking for a while because the whole car now has some rust preventative coating. And it's looking like it's probably the back of this pan. I'm hoping that's what it is. It looks like it's going to be pretty simple to pull this pan down. I got this cross member here and our center link, and I should just be able to drop the pan straight down if all goes well. And then hopefully it's the back of the pan, but I brought my endoscope. We'll push it up in there and make sure it's not the rear cover or the rear main. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get this thing drained of oil and get this oil pan off. We need a drain pan. So I just loosened our drain plug. I'm gonna drop this thing down so we can actually drain it. I'm not gonna try to do like the, you know, the old like waiter pour where, yeah, no, we're not gonna try that. So I'm gonna drop this thing down. Shameless plug. Oh yeah, there we go. This is actually like the first oil change of the truck since building it. That oil is dark. Probably foreshadowing that this engine's gonna blow up or something. I mean, I am the one that built it, so you never know. So we're gonna start out by getting this K member down. And we just got some 14 mils here. Luckily, everything on this is familiar sizes to me because I'm a Subaru tech, and this truck is JDM AF, so you know, it's all metric sizes. I am really hoping that this oil leak is actually from the back of the pan, because if it's not, I'm gonna be upsetty spaghetti. Then we're gonna have to like maybe pull the engine. I don't even know. Actually, no, we won't have to pull the engine, just transmission.
Hey daddy. That's gonna get edited out.
Hey. Is it? I happen to know the editor.
Oh, is it you?
Yes. I'm retarded. We need a pry bar.
Pry bar.
Pry bar.
Pry bar. We should see if I'll change it.
Oh, there we go. Oh, it actually does come out.
That's the money shot.
I don't know what else the bolts would be for if it didn't come out, but come on, get out of there. Hey. There we go. Is it? No.
Oh, what a cool person.
As you can see, this isn't my toolbox. They're letting me use their tools, which is super awesome. I really appreciate that because I don't have to lug around a bunch of tools. So we're trying to find some pliers. It should work. Oh, got it.
Got it.
Got it. Let's say 17. Let's try 17. I am so good. Why is it bent like
Good
that?
jigger.
Somebody's really strong.
Get it, little guy.
Trevin, where's your hammers? I don't think he has hammers. This guy doesn't believe in working on shit boxes, I guess, because
you don't
hammers
need
are
a
an
hammer.
essential part of shit boxes. When you're working on Mclarens, apparently you don't need a hammer. We can't find a hammer, so here we go. That's not gonna work. That crescent wrench is looking
Adjustable hammers.
mighty hammerish right now. I don't want to mess up this crescent wrench.
We're on our way to go find Trevin to ask where the hammers are at.
You out here?
Was it in the drawer, hammer drawer?
I don't think there's a hammer. There's a hammer.
That's the one we need right
That's a hammer.
That'll-
Thank you.
there. That's the hammer we use to get stuff done.
Yeah. That thing. Here we go. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, it still didn't work. Okay, still didn't work. That is so loud in here.
Yeah, it is so
echoes.
echoey.
Here, I got an idea. Oh, she popped loose.
That's the money shot.
And we'll just swing this out of the way just like that. Don't look at my welds, but look at this. I think that's from my trailer.
Yeah, she's a little low.
Hey, we're going for the oval Nascar tubes because they use oval tubes. In case you didn't know. Don't look at my welds. I'm not a welder. We'll get these bell housing bolts out of here. I had to put a longer bolt in because I stripped the threads on the pan.
Nice.
Okay, now we can remove our pan bolts and drop this thing down. You know what I forgot? The pan gasket.
Oh yeah.
It's at I knew I was forgetting something at the house. So we're gonna have to go back by my house, which is okay. I only live like 5 minutes away, but we're gonna get this dropped down and check it out. This pan is just about ready to come off. One more bolt. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. I bet the baffle's hitting the
Pickup.
pickup. That might mean the transmission has to come out.
Oh.
Oh, we lied.
Never mind.
We're back in business.
Back in business. We had some movement.
Okay, there we go.
Purr.
Went and got our gasket. Now we got to drill this pan gasket off of here. And yes, there is some gunk in there. I think that's probably okay. I sure hope it is. This is a fresh build. This is the first oil change on this build. And when engines break in, there's metal rubbing on metal that's never rubbed together before. You're gonna have a lot of stuff in the pan. So hopefully this is an acceptable amount. I guess we'll find out in the future. So go ahead and get this pan drilled out and get this gasket off. It's just 2 little rivets that you gotta drill out on these, and then the gasket comes off. You can put the new gasket on. Okay, we just gotta drill out these rivets. Okay, I'm just spraying out this pan now. Getting rid of all this nasty stuff in the bottom. Hopefully there's no chunks, otherwise that'd be bad news. I'm still a little worried about how much metal is in here, but I think it'll probably be okay. This thing also hasn't been started for months, so any metal that would be suspended in the oil was in the bottom of the pan. Okay, so I just gotta come through here, get rid of all this old silicone, and we'll put some new stuff on. So, I got everything cleaned up. We got our gasket here. The new gasket, I'm actually gonna wipe this off. I just gotta put some silicone all over these surfaces, and we'll stick it up and torque it down. Now we can go ahead and put this cross member back in. There. Really glad that this cross member has bolts holding it in. Otherwise, we would have been screwed.
That's an engine pull.
Okay, we just got to put our center link back in here, just like that. Put that nut on there. And we'll get this tightened down. And then hopefully our oil leak is fixed. We will have to drop this thing down I gotta wait a little while for the silicone to dry. We'll fill it with oil and run it for a while. Make sure everything's cherry. Hopefully it is, knock on wood. I'm a little worried that it was that rear cover, but I'm thinking it was the pan. So we'll hope and pray that it was the pan. So I just gotta tighten that down, and we'll drop it down, and you'll see us when we're adding oil. So we've had this thing sitting for a while, enough time for the silicone to set up. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump in some 10W20 Mobile 1 and fill this thing up. We're using some cheap oil to start with, just in case this thing leaks again. Then I can just drain it out and not have to worry about the cost of the oil, even though this is $50 worth of oil.
And this is not $100 worth of oil.
Exactly. And if this thing's good for another 100 miles with this oil in there, then we'll swap back to AM's oil. Okay, there's 5 quarts down the hatch. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a headphone warning right now, because this is gonna be a little bit loud. Filled it up and ran it for a while. We were looking underneath, looks like we're good. There's no oil leaks so far. I'm definitely gonna have to drive the truck for a while and make sure that there's no oil leaks. But we did actually discover the dipstick tube on this, or the dipstick itself, for some reason either isn't the right dipstick for this engine, or something's going on, because we put 5 quarts in this. It is definitely a 5 quart pan. I double checked and it's still not reading on the dipstick. And last time when we developed the oil leak, I had actually filled it up to where the dipstick said it was full. Maybe I overfilled it and somehow caused the oil leak. I don't really see that happening, but I guess it's not out of the realm of possibility. So I need to figure out the dipstick situation and why it's not reading when it is obviously at its capacity. So we'll get that figured out. We'll get this thing all squared away. I'll drive it when the summertime comes around and make sure that we got no more oil leaks. But other than that, I think we're good to continue work on this truck and get some other things done to it, like the bumper, side skirts, maybe a cage and everything. The build's coming along, and we got some exciting things coming for it. All right, well, that is all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and be sure to check out SWAE.us. I will link them down in the description below, because they are making all this happen. I can't be appreciative enough. So I will catch you guys in the next Nasty Love Build video.